Got that shit in there and
From the 757 to the 713, well, you know we stay whipping through the streets. Some will call it swinging bang, some will call it slow ride. I just call it cruising to the beat.
It's the Cruising Podcast.
Cruising to the beat.
It's the Cruising Podcast.
Cruising to the.
welcome to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz, and today, oh my goodness, that's not good. Nice. Yeah, I think it's gone. And today is May 7th, Wednesday. Okay, I'm recording this at 7 o'clock in the morning, so I was going to do this last night, but I was super tired, and I don't even know. I should have just did a podcast yesterday, but procrastinating and laying on the couch and thinking about life. Things happen, but we're here. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully, everyone doing well. Today we're going to talk about the series. We're talking about a lot of series finales. Series finale of Righteous Gemstones. Also the series finale of I've just finished Ray Donovan. I still have to watch the movie, but ready to talk about the series, like the end of the series. And goodness gracious, and whatever else I can get to in a good 20-minute time span. I should have wrote it. Actually, I did write it down. Hold on, let me see. Not series finale, but season finale. Well, pretty much the whole season of Shoresy. We're gonna talk about that also. So, buckle up, and hopefully this is the best 25 minutes you ever listen to in your life. So, but first, where you can find the Cruising Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and everywhere you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, you can find latest updates to the show. It's on Instagram at Cruising Podcast. Also on Twitter at Nightstown Fitness. We are here. We're here. Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic morning, or evening, or whenever you listen to this. Hopefully it's great, and mine is okay. I woke up and I'm still a little irritated about yesterday. Not gonna lie to you. Yesterday was not a perfect day, so it is what it is, man. This is just life. You gotta deal with the punches, gotta roll with them and keep them moving. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way life road goes. But sorry, I'm trying to pop my ears. I don't know what it is, but like my ears feel like they're clogged up, or I did something stupid. Not stupid, but I think it's because of my allergies. My allergies has been kicking my buttocks all year. I don't know I don't know if anybody else is dealing with this. I know I've been talking about this for the past couple of weeks, but it's just like, it's really getting harder and harder to what is the word? Operate through life. It's been getting really harder to do so when you have to sneeze or blow your nose or something else or anything else of the matter. At least it's not stuffy, because that's when I would just be like, all right, well, all bets are off, man. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm about to run my face into a brick wall and see what happens. Just that type of shit. Type of stuff. Dang, audit. Came close. But I did want to talk about one thing. I was listening to the Rogan podcast with Jeremy Renner. Now, I'm going to say this: the best Joe Rogan podcast ever. Since the pandemic, has been the ones where he doesn't talk about the pandemic at all, and try to do his own agenda or political stance. Any of that. I'm sitting here watching it, and I'm not watching, but I'm listening to it. And I'm like, this is how it should be. They had Woody Harrelson on, and the first hour he's talking about vaccine shots and stuff. And I'm just sitting here like, why are we talking about this? What are we doing here? I want to hear about Woody Harrelson. Has a pretty interesting backstory, and we're not talking about Woody Harrelson. This isn't not an interview, but it's just, it didn't make any sense. But I listened to the Jeremy Renner pod. Apparently Jeremy Renner has a new book out right now, and just in case people don't know, he had a harrowing 2023 during a snowstorm. he pretty much, let's just say, he almost lost his life. I think he got stuck underneath a snow cat. I never heard of a snow cat before, but apparently this thing was rolling up on him, and what I think he said he broke 38 bones in his body. He said it rolled over his head, over his head. His eye even came out of his came out, and he said that he didn't leave with any skull fractures, which is wow. You sit around here, you just listen to him, and then and as I'm listening to him, he's talking about, man. He said I shouldn't be here. He said I ain't gonna lie to you. He said um it would have been better if I was in like a snow embankment. He said, but he was underneath the snow cat and also like a little bit of snow, and then also there was asphalt. And he sounds happy. Like I wouldn't be happy. I don't know anyone else, but I wouldn't be happy. I mean, the man has permanent injury, has some permanent injuries, but most of the stuff that he's dealt with is pretty much um is pretty much oh my goodness, recovered. He does have like kind of titanium going through his legs and things like that, but overall he sounds upbeat, he sounds happy, he sounds everything, man. I'm just sitting here like I'm listening to it, I'm just like, thank you. This is supposed to be inspiring. Why am I'm like, the pandemic was 5 years ago. Why are you still talking about this? And I'm sitting here listening to Jeremy Renner's story. I'm just like, holy mother goose, dog. I'm mad and I'm angry, like, but we all have our own trials and tribulations. Some of us has a harder than the rest of us than others. Some of us might even seem menial to compare. But here's the problem: is that this thing I live with, that I live by, is that comparison is the thief of joy. It is. It's so true. Um, Hold on, let me make sure my ranger's off for a second. The comparison is the thief of joy, and we need to stop comparing our lives to like an actor's life, or this other person's life, or maybe a manager or at your job's life, or things like that. We've got to stop comparing our stuff, and it really tells me that it really, like, what the thing that Jeremy Renner went through and the projects that he's doing right now, and to hear the joy in his heart, I mean, in his voice, when he was talking about the foster children, when he was talking to the foster children that he helps out, and the renovations and things like that, to listen to those stories and then say, man, I'm here for a reason. He said, I shouldn't have been here. He said, but I was brought back. He said, I should die. He said, I should have died. He said, I did die. Pretty much, I did die. But I was brought back for a reason. He said, and his reason it was to be charitable, and has been charitable, and came back to doing Mayor of Kingstown. I mean, and then he didn't talk about this on the Rogan podcast, but saying that, I'm not half Jeremy Renner, I'm still all Jeremy Renner. That's why he's been one of my favorite actors, next to Tom Hardy. Like, see, like some secretly type things. I'm a big Jeremy Renner fan. Okay, but that episode made me more of a fan of his than anything else. Like, that's what to me, this is what these sit down talks are supposed to do, is to show that the humanity in some people, like, not talk about something that happened 5 years ago that everybody dealt with, and everybody was able to move past. It's just nice hearing those type stories, and getting inspired by those type of stories. And like, I have nothing to complain about now. You know what I mean? And I have not nothing to complain about, but I don't, I can't walk through life the same way I can't walk through life the same way I came into it after listening to that pod. Hold on, let me give me 1 second. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take this shirt's done anyway. So, I don't know why. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to talk about it because I was truly inspired by listening to Jeremy. This is one of the best episodes I've listened to in a while. And definitely my favorite episode is the John Witherspoon episode. If you guys ever get a chance, definitely go check out the John. If you're having a bad day you're going to love the John Witherspoon episode with his son. You're gonna love it. Oh, Joe Rogan podcast, by the way. But yeah, sorry, I can hear myself. You know how you get like a muffled feeling in the ears, and you like you just hear your own voice pretty much. Yeah, it's bad. I might have to hit the old doctor. All right. Next, here's what we're going to talk about. Where are we going to? We guys want to? We are going to talk about the series finale of Righteous the Gemstones. So, just in case people don't know what this show is, it's about a one of them super mega church. It's called mega churches. Yeah, they call mega church. Well, it's pretty much a parody of a mega church. With John Goodman, Danny McBride, Adam, I forgot Adam's last name. From Workaholics. Adam from Workaholics. It pretty in. Let me see. Walter Coggin. What the fuck is this not working? Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Let me see something. All right, that's weird. Sorry. So Walter, which is I can watch anything in this life with Walter Coggins and Danny McBride on the same show. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This show was amazing. I love this show. I just that's all I can tell you. That it's hilarious. It's pretty much a raunchy comedy. I thought they were gonna like make it. Son of a biscuit. I hate when I do this. Let me try this again. Sorry, my bad, y'all. I'm like really everywhere right now. This is why you don't do a podcast at 7:00 in the morning. Don't ever. We're never doing this. Oh, Edie Patterson. Yo, Edie Patterson, hilarious. She was on Vice Principals too. It's Adam Devine. Adam Devine. There we go. All right, continuing on. I'm sorry, my bad. This last season was kind of a jumbled up little bit. With the dad pretty much stepping down from preacher duties. They actually did a lot less of the big mega church stuff. It was really more behind the scenes type deal this whole season. Like normally there's like one or two episodes where they're trying to set up for like a big like church event. But this one just felt like, all right, well, we're just going to give you the family's backstory. And they showed the mom a lot more this season, and it was still funny as hell. The show is completely hilarious. I love it. I really love this show. I'm a big fan of like these type of raunchy comedies, even with the backdrop of a mega church. Okay, let's be real. And you know, let's see. They also like the beginning of the show was the brother finds out that he's one of the brothers find out that they're gay. The other one is trying to pretty much live in the shadow of his father. Pretty much like I told you guys, comparisons to Thief for Joy. He's trying to compare himself to what this business that his father had made for them, and he's trying to be just as good of a preacher as his dad, and and trying to sell different things. Like I think they had like a prayer box on one of them, but it was not used for praying. I promise you that. It was like supposed to be in airports too, and let's just say it wasn't used for that. Okay, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was not appropriate. It's not appropriate to kind of talk about right now. But let's just say, like let's just say, boys will be boys, especially inside little boxes that they can lock inside of a airport. Just put it out there. But overall, man, this show, I think they said the Rotten Tomatoes on the show was 91%, and I definitely agree. I agree wholeheartedly with that one. Like there's like a little things here and there, but damn, this show is so like Walter Coggins playing Baby Billy, and him playing, by the way, he's an older gentleman in this show, by the way, and playing and trying to create a show where he is Teen Jesus, and his name is Teen Jesus is The oh my gosh! And then they brought Sean William Scott into the show, and they mixed him, and he has kind of like a dry humor type appeal on this one. He doesn't his. I'm not gonna lie, his stepping away from being Stifler it's been like we need to talk about this because he should have been typecast a long time ago as Steve Stifler, and he reinvented himself to me. Like if you guys ever watch Goon, he's pretty much that guy on this show. On this show, he dry humor, like everything. Like he's very direct, but it's funny. Like very direct, but funny as shit. Like the shit that he says to his wife is fucking horrific, but it's dry. It's like really like it's like sneak. He's like, hey, yeah, I like ripping, and then they had Michael Rooker also on the show. I thought he was really good on this one too. I think they did really. I just think with the casting calls that they did for this one, they did a really good job with the casting. And then I will also say, oh my goodness, yo, I cannot pop my ears. So, and also with what else I can say, man, it's just that they put together a really good cast for this show. I really do think so. So, congratulations to Righteous Gemstones. Y'all deserve whatever awards y'all are supposed to get, man. 4 seasons of just straight greatness. I don't think there was really two. I don't think there was really any down episodes. The only episode that maybe was a little down was where they finally gave kind of a backstory to their mom and she pretty much had her own episode this season, which I think was very cool. They also had another episode. Well, one of the episodes was how the Gemstones became a mega church, a mega pretty much a pastor, like how it's been handed down. Pretty much they stole it. Let's just be real. The Gemstones stole their legacy. That's all I'm gonna say. That's literally the first episode. So if you guys get a chance, definitely go check out the Righteous Gemstones. It is on HBO Max, and you will not be disappointed. I promise you that. Sorry. Next, we're gonna talk about the series finale, and we're just gonna really talk about the series of Ray Donovan. What the? Why did I start watching this so late? Oh my! Watching the old iPhones and people using it in 2014 and seeing that you had to click it from the top. That was interesting to watch. It was like watching a time machine because it was the iPhones. It is my era. It's the iPhones. But at the same time, it's like, damn, those shits are old. Those are old ass phones. Goodness gracious. But yeah, I don't know why we're talking about the phones. But it's on Paramount Plus, by the way. If you guys get a chance, okay, it's on Paramount Plus, by the way. If you guys get a chance, definitely go check it out. The series finale, to me, the last season of the show, it felt like it was everywhere, and then it all culminated into one. Um, I'm not a fan of Bridget. Okay, I never disliked the character so much than Bridget. Of course, when she was a kid, bothered me, and then when she becomes an adult, even bothers me more. Because she doesn't know how to mind her own fucking business. Now I will say that the guy that she ends up marrying on this show, he's also a pussy, and what he did and almost tore down the family, which really bothered me also. But of course, we need those type of characters, and I didn't. I really. I'm sorry. I'm about to. I think the show was great. I really do. I think that Liv Schreiber and John Voight and everybody else a part of the show did an amazing job. They were literally were the best. Sorry, I feel bad. I do feel bad for Terry. It just in case Terry has Parkinson's and they gave him a whole season where he doesn't have the shakes, where he got the brain machines, but that whole season was practically a flashback, which those type of seasons normally don't work in television, but that was a good restart of the show. I think that the move though I think that they could have. I don't know, man. It was just I wouldn't have moved the setting of the show myself. I know he did everything he could in L.A., but moving it to somewhere else was just like to me. I guess you had to restart the show somehow, and that was the restart right there. And I think that I do feel bad for the kid that played Connor because he was just weird. Like they made him into a weird character. He joined the Marines, which is kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie to you. He needed it. And but the ending to the show was it's just I don't know. It just didn't hit. And of course there's a movie. So what is that? Oh, okay, I'm like, what? The ending of the show, of course, is the movie. So I'm definitely going to go check that out as soon as I can. Probably going to do it this weekend. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't have time to watch movies right now. Um, goodness gracious. Yeah, that's the show. Yeah, that was. I mean, but overall, I think the show was amazing. Show. I think they did once again one of these shows where they put a really good ensemble cast together. The guy that plays Daryl also he the character Daryl was weird. Well, he was confused because he's a black kid. He's pretty much all the way black. Let's just be real. The black gene was very, very prominent for him, if we're going to be honest. But he's Black Irish, and he's always felt like he wasn't accepted by his brothers. And I completely, I see where the confusion for him comes, but it's just like I don't know. He did everything he could. He did everything he could to fit in, and I think he did it. I don't think he ever did it at the end, but we'll see during the movie what happens. But the conclude, like all the stories, just felt like the show should have never ended yet. They probably needed one more season to kind of end all of it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I'm definitely going to keep you guys informed about the episode. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. Oh, woo! Yes. All right, there we go. That's what I needed. Okay, but if you guys need to go check out the show, it is on it's on Paramount Plus. All 7 seasons. Yes, I watched 7 seasons of television in 3 weeks. Yes, I did. Yes, I did it, and I'm proud of myself for it. So whatever. But lastly, this is going to be very quick because I got to do this very quickly. I'm probably pretty much on time constraint right now. We're going to talk about Shoresy, season 4. They put it on Hulu. 6 episodes, by the way. I've never been more happy to watch hockey in my life. Goodness gracious. Yo, show's hilarious. I don't care what anybody tells me. The show's hilarious. Jared Kiso, I don't know how he comes up with his jokes in such rapid succession. And the kid that plays the kid sports reporter is his equal. That's his equal right there. Like, yeah. Yeah. This season mostly I mean this season right here, all 6 episodes, it's pretty much Shoresy trying to figure sorry. Pretty much Shoresy trying to figure out life after hockey. And then also we got our big Goody, it's Goody Hitch and Dolo. There's one more. Michaels. Yeah. Goody Hitch, Dolo, Michaels. They are mostly celebrating with the cup that they just won, and they showed every place where they were celebrating and things like that. It's just and also them being mentors was possibly the best part of this. Shoresy finally closing Laura Moore. Fuck, it was great. They did a really good job with these 6 episodes. Like I'm telling you guys, it's only 6 episodes, really 30 minutes of your life, and then that's it. Like for real. I watched that in one night. I watched it in 2 nights. I've tried to savor it, but that wasn't going to happen. The show's too good. It's too funny. And actually, the storyline is actually really good, and I love the way that they build the story. I love the way that Nat was just sitting there. She's trying to get them to put their minds on hockey the whole time. And some people, sometimes you just need to step away from shit to appreciate it. And it feels like the guys got to do that. And they were partying, of course. They wanted to get into weird Sudbury and things like it was. To me, this is one of those shows where it has heart underneath it, but on the outer edge, it's fucking hilarious, hilarious ass show. So that was the season finale. I mean, that was this whole season of that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's pretty much the synopsis of that whole season. Like I'm telling you guys, please go watch Shoresy. It's on Hulu. So if you guys get a chance, definitely go check it out. I would it has a cruising recommendation on it for sure. So yeah, that's all I want to do right there. So sorry, this is a little bit of a quick episode. If I seemed like I was rushing, I'm really sorry. I was trying to get an episode out tonight or today and make sure that I had like a recording at least. So this is definitely going to be coming out later, May 7th. So with that, I would like to say I love all you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting the podcast. Where you can find the Cruising Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find latest updates of the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finance. And I promise that I won't be so spacey next time. I don't know what's going on. Like my ears are really clogged right now. I can't hear shit. So with that, I'd like to say thank you guys so much for listening. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.